I'm just going to get this out anyway, because it's only a little mini chat about tonight. Keep sniffing because I'm getting a cold. I just want to say, tonight I'm going to do a chat about sort of the spiritual warfare that I believe is going on, because what I talked about earlier this morning is sort of where I see the physical warfare, physical stuff, and then tonight it's a spiritual thing. Hang on. Because two are part of each other. Hi, two are part of each other. And even though I've got lovely people saying, don't look there, physical, because, it'll affect you, what you focus on, manifestation and all that. I know about all of that. I do it, not to the full potential, but I have a different way of seeing things, and I think things are changing, and I'm going to try and explain it tonight in what comes out of my mouth. But I'm going to try and illustrate it sort of thing as well, because I am learning also that I don't understand things sometimes in big long words, and sometimes how people put videos across. Sometimes you can show me a picture illustrated or something and I'll understand it much better in an image, which also after that little chat, because it'll be mixed, I will be talking about art again, as in because that's another thing they attack, because it's soul food for your soul, it's healing and it's medicine, and it's what we actually are and should be doing. And I see more and more people coming to it all the time. And if there's one thing I'm learning or remembering, whatever way you want to say it, is I can see why I'm on this channel, and it's probably not why some people think I'm on this channel, like talking about certain things about Q or what's going on in the UK. It's not that. It's something through art. It's something about a frequency that I believe I'm giving out when people come on this channel. I can see it with my eyes. I can feel it. I can see when a lot of you come in my chat, the little community chat that I have, the energy coming off that chat with mainly all the people that come on chat, apart from a few that come in who disrupt, but you get that everywhere. But that's the part I'm going to explain tonight about thoughts, if you want to say good and bad, black and white, and how I see the world is changing all over, not just because of Q and that movement or Tommy over here, whatever. And that's where some people are like, it's this, you shouldn't be looking there. But hi, Sandy. But I believe, as I've entitled this, as within, so without. And I will explain that tonight and draw it in. And don't forget, I'm a Pisces. I'm emotional, and the Pisces fish goes one way and another. So I believe I'm in the physical and the spiritual. I'm tucked between both. We all are, really, because we all get triggered now and again. We know we need to be more on the calmer side, but I'll be explaining that tonight. But I believe I wasn't meant to be. I wasn't meant to be fully there. I'm meant to be swimming. Oh, I go that way, then I go this way, then I go that way, then I go that way, because Pisces fishes go in the opposite ways, all round and round, or whatever you say. But I'll explain it the way it comes to me, because big words, or someone sat with oh, I'm from university, I've got this after my name, and big long words do not go in my head. And I know why they don't, because I don't work. I feel like sometimes I'm not on this planet. Some people might laugh like, no, she's not. I don't mean that, well, who knows. I'm just saying, stuff like that has never gone in my head. People talking big long words. When you get letters, who say dyslexia or whatever, reading stuff sometimes, when you get letters through the door and they just write it out in a big jargon, and you're like, is this a different language? Just say it simply, so I understand it. They might have a big long list like this, and all they needed to put was like one sentence. Hi. Yeah, I loved what you said before, thoughts and perception out loud, but I have a different take on the far right and far left stuff, if you know what I mean. But I'll explain it tonight the way my perception of it, because it's people's perceptions or my vibe that I get off it, because that's a big thing, is your thoughts and vibes. Stuff, language. This is what I'm saying. People might go, she's a bit dimmer, you know, that Dolly Daydream. She doesn't know what she's talking about. But I do, but I can't always get it out. I know most of you understand stuff. I'm talking about understand because you understand, because sort of on the same lines. But I've always been like that, and it's because language is rubbish. It wasn't our first language, was it? It wasn't our first language. I don't think we had language. That's all there to confuse us anyway, because words hurt. And people can act all nice. You know, I can be nice on air. You know, I do say words sometimes that people don't like, this, that and the other. The language of the empath, like working, and yes, it is all about being, watch your words, you know, don't say nasty words, but we all do it in the heat of the moment, because we're human as well as spiritual. And I am saying, yeah, and so, you know, sometimes I'm swearing, someone said, like, you're so mad and all this. I'm like, yes, because I'm trying to get this across, but this is my human self trying to get it out. It's not my spiritual self. My spiritual self, I believe, comes through my paintings, which I will be talking about tonight. So let's just chuck it out there. It'll trigger some people, but just for an example, Trump and Obama. Obama said he was going to do things. Obama, everyone thought it was great. It's just an example. Don't get triggered, anyone, if you're not into politics. I'm not really. It's what's behind, which I'll talk about tonight. He didn't put it into action though, did he? Words, yes, we heard them, we like them, but do you walk the talk, or whatever way around it is? Trump is. So just saying, you know, sometimes people can say stuff, but they don't actually do it. So thoughts, imagination and emotions create, they do. And I've always been a very emotional person, and everyone's always told me to get a grip of my emotions. And I'm like, why? It pushes me to do things. It pushed me to come on YouTube. Why? I'm here for a reason. Maybe because nothing's a coincidence, nothing's random. It's pushed me to go into my art again, which I'll be doing more on this channel of. It pushes you to do things. It pushes you to look at the dark to see the light. Or maybe come from the light to see the dark, because black is actually made up of all different colours, isn't it? Whatever way around it is, because it's all upside down, topsy-turvy world. Emotion, energy, emotion, yes. Because that's how they use words and language. They sort of hide it from us. As we all know, like history is his story, who was winning at the time. And that's why I believe it's different this time. But we'll talk about that tonight. And, you know, anyone who's not in the... Because I'm going to talk about Q and a little bit of Tommy and a little bit of that. But that's only me explaining the human side of it. Hi, Fifth World, the human physical side of it. I've sort of explained that today. I'll explain it a little bit again tonight, but then I'm going to go into the physical, because there's a war going on. Been physical, but the biggest one they're going after is spiritual warfare. But we're winning, folks, because thoughts manifest, and there's a lot of people thinking a lot of good things. Some people say to me they can't see it. I can see it everywhere on here. I can see it. I can hear people talking about stuff. That's what I believe, but that's my perception. But then again, if that's my perception and my thoughts are good, therefore, doesn't that manifest? Everyone has different opinions. Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly thoughts and perception. So you're great at that, and that's good. You get some people that just want to fight, and it's like, it's not about that. We're really on the same path, but I'll explain my thoughts on it tonight, because that's why I say to people, you don't have to be into this or that, but to me it's all in a one thing. One's physical, one's spiritual, but this time both sides are helping out. But I'm going to explain that tonight and draw it out as well, just how I see it. Thoughts and perception out loud, yeah. So I just didn't know what day it was today, because little one's just gone. I thought it was tomorrow. I didn't know what day it was. I'm like, oh. I was just doing the little painting I showed before on the mini little video. It's changed again, because it's a bit like that, I can't even say it, shaman sort of art, intuition art I call it. I'll show you at the minute what's happened with it at the minute. I'm going to keep going. It's like dream painting, isn't it? What's inside comes out, and that's what's happening at the minute. So, hang on a minute, because the battery's not going to last long. I've got to charge it for tonight. So, I don't know if anyone saw it, but it's now this. Hi. It's now this. This will change again. I see something in it. I'm doing the intuition of letting it go. I don't know what I'm painting, but I've seen something in it already and I'm trying to bring it out. I don't know if you can see what I see. Take a good look, because when you see this again, it's going to change, but I see something. I see something in the picture that I've got to bring out. Yeah, I've been watching your channel and your friends and other people's, but this is what I've been doing without knowing. I call it like intuition, flow, whatever, shaman art, yeah. What's within is coming out, but it will change again. But I see something in the background that, well, it may stay the same. This isn't finished. This is just what it was before, and now it's turned into this. Ships again. This reminds me of like a seed pod. It reminds me of, it might have hearts in, seeds of love that are getting scattered around everywhere at the minute. That's how I feel and what I see. It looks like an eyeball. But it's something in the background here that I'm going to try and bring out. But I'm letting it dry and then I'll work on it again. Because I did this and then I was like, no, I've had enough of it now. I'll go back to it again. Because I might see something else tomorrow and bring that out. But that, or, I mean, it could be any way around. You might see something in there, but there'll be more bits put on it and something else might come out. But yeah, and last night, I'm just going to say this before I go, eyes, when my son's here, I sleep with an eye mask on because it's too light. As you know, why they keep the streets really light. We're supposed to be going to bed when it's, you know, when the sun goes down, pineal gland and all that. But it's too light, even though I've got blackout blinds and they do nothing. So, sleeping mask and earplugs, but I can hear, but they just dim it out a bit. Now, if my son comes in my bedroom, I can sense, because don't forget I've got them in and I've got this in, I can sense he's coming, he's not noisy, and I can sense he's stood right in front of me, and I wake up and I go, oh, and he's there. A silhouette of a woman, it could be, hang on, where is it? So we'll see what happens. Great minds think alike. This morning, I didn't have him this morning. I had a lion. But last night, no, early this morning, I don't know what time it was, I sensed, I thought it was him. I felt like someone had come round and was stood there, but I didn't open my eyes, but it was like someone was there. Don't know if someone was astral projecting over to my joint, but you know, and then it went and I thought, But it was that same feeling when my son comes into the bedroom. I've got another son, older, 19, but it wasn't him. So that was a bit, and I've had that quite a few times. So, you know, when I'm like, I sense someone or something, but it wasn't him. And it wasn't a bad feeling, it was just, yeah, something's coming, but I don't know. Unless it was me coming back to myself, I don't know. I had that happen a couple of weeks ago and I actually shouted out, who's there? Exactly, but I just thought, I've got my eye mask on. I'm not even looking, not yet, anyway. Keep changing street lights. Yeah, change street lights all the time, yeah. Just to keep you awake. If I'm overall through everything is merging, yeah. And last year, I haven't had it this year, funnily enough, and I don't think I had it before Christmas, but I've said this before, I'd be sat on the settee or in bed, just about to go to sleep, and I'd get this, and it'd be like there was an earthquake, a mini earthquake. Everyone's going, oh yeah, there was. It was like, no, I get it sat in the chair sometimes, like a shift, like a vibration, like at first I thought, I was like, is this, am I moving, or is it me? Am I thinking I'm moving? I'm like, no, I'm moving. I'd have to sit there and go, even with my eyes open, I've been sat there and been like on the couch and been like, what? Something climbed down a tree right behind my window last night. I went to investigate, but I just couldn't bring myself to go back there. It had to be that terrible. It was definitely physical. I think they're all around. They're such a beautiful soul. Oh, thank you. Well, I do believe I'm on here to inspire people, even if I'm talking about things people are not really into, because, I don't know, that's what it's all about, finding about what we're here for and what our purpose is and what we're supposed to be doing. And everyone has different gifts, but a lot of the gifts is creativity. It doesn't mean painting. It could be painting, it could be singing, it could be music, it could be woodwork, it's the things that you love to do, not the things that we're told to do. It's the things that your soul knows, that your soul came here to experience, to bring out, that brings joy and love. So, yeah, it feels like a mini earthquake. Everyone's going, oh yeah, it was. I'm like, no, it wasn't. But I got that about quite a few times last year when I got onto Q. And when they were going on about the shifts and the waves that have been going around the planet before Christmas. 17 minutes, do a Q, and all that sort of stuff, yes. The frequency that we didn't get told about, it got recorded. Our bodies would know, like light language, our bodies would have felt it, but we wouldn't have, up here wouldn't have seen it, felt it, but our bodies would have done. I don't know if it was part of that. I love everybody in here as well. This is what I mean about finding great people, like, Thoughts and Perception there. I know, like, you sent that message before about your thing, and, like, we've both got different opinions on that, but it all still comes from love. Do you know what I mean? Even that's uniting. Like, people have got to realise, I'm still on a different thing with it, as you know, but it's still all good. If it's all coming from there, it's good. Get it out, it's your truth. Yeah. But my battery's going to run out, so I just thought I'd come for a quick one to say I'll be on tonight. I think I'm going to come on a bit earlier, so it'll be about 8:30. And see 8 plasma tubes have been reported over the earth. So, I'll try to write a bit down, and rubbish, don't work with it. Writing stuff down, I look at it and think, what if I wrote? And I wrote it. And then I'm like, have it just come out? So that's what I'm going to do. And that's why I say I keep this journal now, because I need to be recording down what I'm actually thinking, feeling. Things just need to come out. This will be part of my art channel-y thing that I do on a Friday. Because I think this is a good idea for everybody, even if you're purging stuff, because we all are, get it out. That's why I believe I've been quite I am positive on it, and I am positive, but sometimes other friends that I've got, I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, oh, that anger. But I do believe it's all purging, because certain food I'm not eating, and it's a bit, to me, it feels a bit like a purge of I used to like that food, but I can't have it now, so I haven't got my, people who smoke or people who drink, I haven't got that device for calming, because my calming was, I was a comfort eater. So because I don't eat a lot of that, I'm not saying I don't eat, but I don't eat a lot of it now. Things don't taste the same here now. So it's a bit like, but I'm purging. I think everyone's purging. But you can purge in your book of shadows, whatever you want to call it, what's it called? Shadow work, or whatever you want to call it. You can stick it all in here, but I'm writing things about, different things, drawing little things that I'm going to colour in, everything. What we're saying, dragons. I know you're seeing all that. It's great to see. People see different things, don't they? Did you see the sun I did yesterday? That was beautiful. All the rays coming out of it. I was like, wow. I could hardly film it. I couldn't see it, so I didn't know how it came out. I was like, I can't, it's that bright. I can't see it. Hi, Dolly. Hi, Dolly, don't say much here, but following you in a lot of things, painting as well, even got tarot cards. Oh, thank you. See, I know my vibes come to people, because I know people have private messaged me and said they've bought tarots, they're buying painting, even though they might have spent a fortune, but they're getting back into things they used to do as a kid. Imagination is the biggest key. Being what you were when you were a child, free. from you just did what you did and you did what you loved. That's what it's all about. So I know people sit in the background and listen to me, and some of it you might think's whack, some of it you might not believe, some of it you might have a different opinion on, but that's fine. That is fine. If someone's made, I was like, I can't see it, filming it, can't see it, can't see it. I think I made to inspire, whatever that is. We are coming out of the 7-year phase of which was all about purging. Yeah, and I believe also the age of Pisces was corruption, corporations, all that side of thing, a bit like the physical that's going on now. Yes, doing things I did as a child, you're right. That's the biggest thing. It's about coming back to your child self, childlike. You were loving, you didn't, like people going about racist this and racist that. There's no such thing. You weren't like that as a child. It's them thoughts and perceptions, whatever you call it, were put on you as a child. We were programmed by our parents, not their fault. They were programmed by their parents, and their parents have been programmed to think the way we think. And I've got a brilliant, for all you artists out there tonight, after my chat, I've got a brilliant video for you to go and watch. You might have seen it. I can't remember what her name is at the top of my head, about why it's so important, why art is so important, and why they try to shut it down, especially from when it's within, like this sort of stuff that apparently some people call evil. But I will talk about that tonight because it's very interesting. And tarot cards, they're never made to predict the future, it was for inspiration. Yeah, and I believe tarot cards are, it's you telling yourself, it's intuition, it's not, that's how I use them. I'm just going to go and get some. And I like the actual, if this dies, it's because my battery's going to go. Oracle cards. It's intuition. You already know, because your own self already knows, or whatever you want to call it, soul self. You already know. So it's only like reaffirming what's going on. That's how I see it. Return to Innocence, exactly. That song. Na, 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 na. So I'll just do one before my battery runs out. Hi Dave, I'm going, but I shall be back at 8:30 tonight. If it's not 8:30, it'll be 9, but I think it'll be 8:30. But I'll just do one before I go. Let's see what pops out. I'm in a good mood. Even though I got chucked out of the server. Everything evil, especially the most evil, is actually sacred secrets of a cult. It's all, yeah. It's been to be witchy stuff, which I still am really, because it's all part of everything, magic, whatever they say it is. It's like all part of it. We all hold it within. We all are magical, Pull a card for us. I will. Oh, it jumps out. It's jumped. I never pull it just jumps out. Are you ready? New experiences and possibilities. Is it possible? Yes, it is. Because it's not impossible. Break it up. It's I'm possible. Yep. Oh, by the way, just to throw it out there, because I'm like, it's number 18. Do you know what number 18 stands for? 17's Q and 18's R. And we all know who R is, don't we? Oh yeah, because Q drop to Q drop that I'll mention tonight with John Vineyard. If you know about the Vineyard and John, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you won't, but that's good, that's fine. Funny that, isn't it? So, number 18, John. New experiences and possibilities. There's always a possibility of change, and it is changing physically and spiritually. So, boom. And I've got some funny Trump clips to show you tonight. Sorry for all them who are not on it, but oh well. My channel, I get to do what I want to do. So, yes, Martha's Vineyard. I want to do the what's that? The da 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 da. Na, 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 na. The evil one in it. What does he do now? I want to do that. So, what we all saying? Yes, I was covered. Yeah, it's like boom. I love these card readings by Dolly. They're always beautiful. Yeah, and they just jump out. So I'll do one tonight, but I'll see you later, a little bit earlier, I think, 8:30. So see you later, peeps. Bye.